Okay, here we are for round 3. We are going to be on the play. This hand, unfortunately, is not going to work. So we're going to go down to 6. This hand's better. Not super exciting, but we'll take it. And in the meantime, let's take a quick look at what our opponent is playing. So blue-black, and Magic Online's taking a second here to think. He's got a swarm. Let's see if we can see any tricks here. A Vengeful Pharaoh, okay. Interesting. He has a illusion, the copy. All right. Definitely worth noting he's got the Vengeful Pharaoh. At this point, we're happy to Mind Rot. We could wait a turn, but we want to just sort of, in case we draw action. Definitely behind here. No reason to let him get in with Blood Rage Vampire. Whew, it's pretty good. Okay. Gonna need to stabilize here with Grave Titan if at all possible. If he doesn't have any more bounce, we should be able to potentially stabilize, hopefully. Okay, so I think that's how we want to do it. Yep. This way he can't like bounce his Phantasmal Image. If he's got Counterspell here, we're kind of dead in the water, but we're low enough on life we don't have time to take chances here. Okay, Phantasmal Image for Grave Titan is kind of a beating, not gonna lie. Alright, so what is our play here? I think we have to save the Warpaint for his Titan, just because otherwise we're pretty much dead. We have to be able to deal with his Titan. Hopefully he doesn't have Mind Rot. Alright, so definitely bashing in. And this is good, because now when he plays his Titan, he's basically, you know, only going to have 2 blockers for my Grave Titan. He'll have his zombies, and I'll have my zombies. If he's got Cancel, we're in trouble, but we have got to chance it here. Actually, never mind, it doesn't matter, just because the targets, and that's all that matters. Even if he cancels it, it's over. Okay, so now we just bash in. Trying to race. Like here, we don't necessarily have to drop Blood Ogre, but I mean, I think we should, just because, once again, it's a simple life race. We just want as much chance of winning this race as possible. Like, here he's probably got Mana Leak, I assume. Either Mana Leak or Cancel. Not sure exactly what he's thinking about here. He's going pretty far into the tank. He might be checking out our deck to see what other possible options we have. Not 100% sure. So we can take this time to look at his deck as well. It's always good to get more information about your opponent whenever possible. See kind of what his threats are, what he's capable of. He's got Frost Breath. Okay, good to know. He's got a Doom Blade. Okay. And he's still looking here, so. So he's got lots of phantasmal creatures. He's got the Vengeful Pharaoh. With as many phantasms as he's got going on, I think it's worth keeping in our Warpaint, even though he has bounce. Okay, so now I think he's back in the game here. Or actually, the Grave Titan got through. Never mind. So, yeah. Here, I think he's hoping to rip. Not sure exactly what he's hoping to draw to here. Maybe like Sorin's Vengeance. Hopefully, he does not have Sorin's Vengeance. We're just bashing in. He blocks here, goes to 3. If he Sorin's Vengeance, that's game. So hopefully not. Okay, so checked out the rest of his deck. He's got a Looter. He has a Royal Assassin also. So the Doomblade, the Frost Breath, the bounce from the Aether Adept. He has the image. Fair amount of options here. Basically, hopefully doesn't have the Sorin's Vengeance. Didn't see it in any of 4 of his games, so he's pretty deep into the tank. Most likely checking out what the rest of our matches. Okay, here we are. Alright, so now we're just bashing in. He drops to 3. Here we're going to run out the Bonebreaker. And that's the game. Okay, so on to game 2. So blue-black, what do we have? Bank checkers actually might be a decent potential answer for some of his stuff. Like he has Royal Assassin. Royal Assassin is real trouble. If we can't kill it somehow, it's going to be just incredible trouble. I think that, you know, chancing it on the bank checkers might be worth it. Also, he does have the Merfolk Looter. Like, bank checkers can target his Phantasmal Image. I think that bank checkers just does a lot of work in this matchup. What comes out? So, do we have any cards here that are kind of weak against him? Let's see. The early game is good. You know, I still think that Warpaint is a nice removal for his image. He does have bounce also, though, so it's kind of 50-50. Tunneler is nice, but he can't target if it like copies one of our Titans. I think we just have to have the Warpaint as backup. He is pretty quick. I didn't see too many bombs. I think I might take out Distress here and just run the Mind Rots instead. I think that might give us a little bit of a better game. I mean, like, he has Vengeful Pharaoh, but actually Vengeful Pharaoh is a card you do not want to be getting into his graveyard, so it's... You know, we could potentially even take out the other Mind Rots and just put in, like, Lightning Elementals. That might be better, honestly. It's hard to say. I mean, like Vengeful Pharaoh is such a beating. It's hard to know. Like, what we might end up doing is just cutting the Mind Rots and keeping Distress for selective removal, so that he can't get Vengeful Pharaoh into his yard. This hand is fine. We need some more land, but I think this hand is okay. We are in the draw, so we have a little bit of time. Hopefully. Definitely want to lead out with the Child of Night, and then we'll be able to Crimson Mage activate, or he could just get rid of it. Okay. Blood Rage Vampire. Sure. Yeah, I think we just still just run the Blood Rage or the Crimson Mage out here. I think we're happy to trade. Like, in case he has like Vampire Outcast or something, it's definitely not worth, you know, not blocking here. So now, like, I mean, Warpaint plus Bank Checkers is pretty ridiculous. Like, we haven't seen the bounce yet, but I mean, we're gonna get some nice kills off it. And here we're happy to allow him to, you know, get through. We Vengeful Pharaoh. Okay. Whew, yuck. Card is pretty beating. Okay. What is our play here? So like he bashes for 5 with Pharaoh. How do we respond? Like if we play Bonebreaker and trade. If we play Bonebreaker and trade, what does that do? And we just like build up an army and don't attack him. I think that's the real play. We just use our bank checkers to kill everything and hopefully run that game. If he has Doomblade, we're in a rough spot. But, I mean, Pharaoh by itself puts us in a rough spot. Here, I mean, we're happy to... Well, do we want to give him the card? I think we do, actually. What could he have? He could have Ring Flesh. That wouldn't matter. He could have Soren's Thirst. Yeah, I think we trade this for Soren's Thirst. Okay, so now we drop War Paint, and then we can just start building up an army. If he kills it in response, we just bang checker and then fling it. Cancel. Okay. Well, I think in that case we're going to try to kill the looter. I wonder if I can respond to this. Nope, I can't. Like now we just drop Blood Rage Vampires. Get the land out in case he's got Mind Rot. And then now we just try to... There's no reason to bash in here. I think now we just try to fling the Blood Rage Vampires at the looter next turn. So yeah, we definitely trade. Gravedigger, yuck. Now we just try to build up an army. Do we have any 1-power creatures? We have Tunneler, I suppose. Okay. Yep, there's Solemn Simulacrum, that's fine. Hopefully he doesn't have a second Gravedigger. And the Blood Ogre actually does a fair amount of work here. Royal Assassin is good, definitely. We have some removal for it. We have like Chandra's Outrage. I think we still have. Now what we're going to do is just we're going to sit, try to get him on time, potentially, and just, try to make this game last as long as possible. Build up our forces for one final push. We're in no hurry to attack him at all. Unfortunately, he has the Doomblade. So now, we Gravedigger the Bang Chuckers, I think. Gives us a chance to take out his Royal Assassin. Otherwise, actually, I think we just Gravedigger the 4/5. I mean, if we... Let's see. Can get back the 4/5, or the 4/4. Child of Night is not bad. I think actually what we want here is the Blood Ogre. So we just want to make sure that we just don't die. We need to play 2 creatures this turn, so we get the Blood Ogre back. And we just sit. And he's got Consume Spirit, okay, and that's it. Okay, so we definitely need to get the Mind Rods out of our deck. They only help his Pharaoh. Bring the Distress back in for the Royal Assassin. And I think that... What else do we want here? Is Mana Barbs any good against him? We could get into a position where Mana Barbs is actually pretty good. Let's see, what else? He has like a Coral Merfolk. I mean, Circle of Flame is okay, but I'm not sold on that by any means. Dark Favor for our Bank Chuckers is actually... it's not the... I mean, it's bad. He's got Bounce and he's got... Sorin's Thirst. Well, I mean, he has Bounce and he has a few other things there, but I think that if we can get Bang Checkers active, that might be a pretty big game for us. It's also good on his Phantasmal Nonsense. I think we'll give it a whirl. Alright, so this hand is pretty mediocre. I mean, like, we can draw into mountains, hopefully, and I think, like, the turn 2 Distress isn't bad. Let's see. How many mountains do we run? We run, I think, 9 mountains? Yeah. So, basically, we have a 1 in 4 chance of drawing mountains, and we have plenty of time to do that. I think this hand is fine. We have some time to do that. Okay. So my guess is he has Soren's Thirst there. Probably why he's considering whether to do it on his turn or my turn. He's probably hoping I'll like war paint up my guy and then he can Soren's Thirst it and get it. Yep, there's a Soren's Thirst. Okay, so now Distress. Definitely want to take out the Merfolk. The Merfolk is real trouble. So he's got Solemn, Amphin, 2x Island, 1x Swamp. Sure. And apparently just drew Child of Night, which is fine. We are happy to trade Duskhunter Bat for it. Yep. Just need some more red mana here. Hopefully we can draw into some. Now we're happy to trade. Yeah, okay. There's the 2/4. Okay, so now we can bash in, get Bloodthirst, and then pretty much just keep his guys at bay. As long as he doesn't have removal. If he's got like Aether Depth, it's pretty rough. If he has Doomblade, it's bad. And he's raging at us. So. But opponents will do that. And now we're actually happy to sit. It's because, I mean, he could have like the Doomblade or the Bounce or whatever. Continuing to rage. But opponents will rage, you just gotta let them rage. And there's the Aether Adept. Yep. So now we're in kind of a bad place. Okay. Here we trade with Child of Night, I believe. Actually, I think we trade here with the Swarm. This way he probably sacks someone. We prevent more damage. Yep, that's fine. I mean, he draws a card off it, which is annoying, but we need to protect our life total also. Okay, so what is our play here? We could either play Penavus, play Flame Blast. If we draw another mountain next turn, I think we need Penavus on board. Like, he gets in with everybody, we go to... If we draw Flame Blast, what happens? We can just kill his Swarm. Like, we shoot it for 1. He has to sack a creature. No, Penavus is still better here. Yep. Go to 7. He has removal for it. I guess he gets us. Alright, so now we drop Dragon. Do we? Let's see. What is the play? We need to whiff his Swarm and his Vengeance guy. So we can make 2 guys, bring them back. Leaves us with 4 mana. If we drop Dragon, we can easily, let's see, 4, 6, sacrifice 2 Pentavites. I don't think we want to drop Dragons yet. I think we drop Hellhound and Blood Ogre. Is that any better? Let's see. Okay, so how does this work out? We drop. We need to be able to whiff the Swarm for sure. We drop Blood Ogre and leave 5 up. We can whiff everything else. Yeah, I think that's actually better. This way we make a guy, bring them both back, potentially make 1 more guy. Okay. Yep, don't care about Merfolk. So the trick is to keep his Vengeful Pharaoh alive. Now we drop Dragon. We have enough mana to keep things rolling. And we sit. So like next turn we attack with Dragon and we kill his Swarm. Then we start nuking down his creatures. We keep the Pharaoh alive at all costs. Gravedigger, sure. Yep, there's your Solemn. Don't care about him. So now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys he could potentially sack with Swarm. Problem is, he can just sack guys with Devouring Swarm, like Vengeful Pharaoh, which then can kill our Flame Blast Dragon. Okay. That is unfortunate. Alright, so what's the play? Like, if we bash in, like, he can sacrifice Pharaoh, keep the train rolling. Like, he gets our Flame Blast Dragon if we kill the Swarm. I think, okay, here's the play. We attack with Flame Blast Dragon, kill the Swarm. He sacks Pharaoh, kills our dragon. We then are able to kill him with Penobites. Okay, I think that is the play. So we have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, he's going to kill our dragon anyways. So if we do 5 damage to it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves us with 2 mana. Yeah, I think that is the... No, not quite. I think we need a few more guys on the table first. I think we just want to be really careful here. Like, we've got time, we've got board advantage. Mind Rot, sure. Alright, so at this point, now we can bash in with Dragon, we kill his Swarm, we have enough guys to sack to Pentavite if needed. He kills our dragon, then we kill him with Penobites. Yep, that is the plan. We could also just wait for him to deck himself. That's another entire possibility here. Like, I don't know that he has an answer in his deck for this. Like, I think that's actually not a bad plan. Because then, like, our dragon stays around. How does he win with Tormented Soul? Like, I guess Tormented Soul gets there. He's at 25 also. I think we just set... Like, he can draw a Doomblade for a Penovis. Eventually. What are we drawing to? What are we drawing to? Grave Titan, Fling, Distress, Mind Rot. No, because if he Doom Blades our Penovis, we're actually in kind of a lot of trouble. I think we need to try the initial plan of Flame Blast Dragoning his Devouring Swarm. And get there with the, so we tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can tap these guys down. Gives him some time. Royal Assassin. and try to kill it with bang chuckers. It's pretty much our only chance. We want to stay up on time here if we can. It's very important, so gotta play fast. Okay, so he's pushing it. Blocks here. Blocks here. Blocks here. Block here, block here. Block here. Actually, no. Block here. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Problem now is that Magic Online is lagging for us. Ugh. Okay, now we just drop Grave Titan. Give it haste. I think we just get in at this point. Yield. Come on, mana. Let's do it. Alright. Okay, just bashing. Bloodseeker. Should have responded to that by making a guy. It's actually a pretty good game. Here we shoot his Bloodseeker. Okay, so now if we attack with everybody, Grave Titan gets in, zombies get in, Cannabis gets in. Iniquitous Bash. Okay, and I should have done that to target player. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Still used to the new abilities. Come on. Alright, Magic Online is really just having its way with me. Okay, and he gave us the match here. Alright, unfortunately, we made a few misplays in that last match. The lag that you experience on Magic Online can just be devastating, so whew, that really definitely hurt us there. But he did end up giving us the match, and we are going to be going into the final round here in just a moment.